Okay, the first book problem I'm going to do as an example is going to be problem 5 in your textbook. That's on page 53 of the new textbook. The one I handed out to you guys. It says a ship sets out to sail to a point 120 kilometers due north. An unexpected storm blows the ship to a point east 100 kilometers. A, how far, and B, in what direction must it sail to reach its original destination? First off, this is going to cover main concepts 1 and 2. So let's just make a note of that. So this is going to cover concepts 1 and 2. Alright, so let's draw a little picture of what's going on here. So we got a ship is sailing. And let's say the ship starts here, and the ship wants to make it to a point 120 kilometers north. So the ship wants to get up here, and this distance is 100, 120 kilometers. Alright, but some crazy wind is blowing, and even though the ship is headed that way, pointed in this direction, the wind blows must blow back this way so that it pushes it back and over, so it ends up here 100 kilometers east, due east of where it started. So question asks, how far and what direction must it now sail to reach its original destination? So let's just draw what that looks like. The ship must now sail that away. Not quite that crooked. That away. Alright, so how long is this and in what direction, basically? How far is this and what direction? Not too bad. So the first thing is to figure out how long this is. Then that's pretty straightforward. You can see that this is a right triangle, and if we call this C, it's pretty easy to find C. We can use Pythagorean theorem, and that's it, to me it's kind of concept 1. It's also actually concept 2. The hypotenuse of the triangle is the magnitude, and to find the hypotenuse you use Pythagorean theorem. But SOHCAHTOA and those are all kind of related in some sense. So we'll say that that's concept 1.5. So C equals the square root of 120 squared plus 100 squared. What does that equal? Second square root of 120 squared plus 100 squared, 156.2. So we found part A. That's part A. Pretty straightforward. This distance is 156.2. Now, what direction? Well, if you look this up in the answers, they're going to give you the following. They're going to say the answer is 39.8 degrees north, west of north. But I'm just going to do the old 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees. And you can see C is pointing out in the second quadrant right here. Instead of giving you, like the book gives you this little angle and says that this angle is 39.8, I'm going to give you from 0. It's more useful, it's more universal, and so the answer I give you is not going to agree with the back of the book, even though both are correct. So how do you figure out this angle? Well, to me, I see this triangle fitting in here. So see, this is C, C. 120 is up, 120. 100 kilometers is back and forth on the x-axis. Sorry, 100 kilometers is back and forth on the x-axis. 100 kilometers is right here. So if I found this little angle, in that triangle, which I can use SOHCAHTOA concept 1 for, then I'll just subtract that from 180 and get the rest of it, because 180 goes from here all the way down to here. But if I get rid of this little piece, that will give me what's left over. So let's do that. Let's find this little piece, which is this angle. SOHCAHTOA. Well, I know this is the hypotenuse. I know all three now, but this is a decimal number. I'd rather deal with whole numbers when plugging in my calculator. So I'll use both legs. And to use both legs, you have to use tangent, because tangent is opposite over, we're looking for theta here. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. This is opposite of theta, and this is adjacent to theta. So that's going to equal 120 over 100, opposite over adjacent. Solving for theta, you just do inverse tangent of both sides. This should hopefully be review for you. What does that equal? First off, make sure you are in degree mode. See the degrees there. Quit. Now we go second tangent, 120 divided by 100. 50.19 degrees. We'll keep a couple decimal points. Could go 50.2, but whoa, that's not. What is this? 50.19 degrees. But that 50.19 is this. We want this, so we have to subtract that from 180. Notice, by the way, that this plus this equals 90. So that basically validates that 39.8 is the other piece of this 90-degree angle. Anyway, so minus 50.19, let's get old trusty TI-83 plus, 180 minus second answer, 129.8. Gosh, I'm getting a new tablet. 129.8 degrees. That's your answer for part B. Answer for part A. So you can see we use concepts 1 and 2, SOHCAHTOA here, and Pythagorean theorem kind of fits in there. And yeah, the next problem we'll use concepts 1 through 5. Alright, see you next time. Where's the stop button? There it is. Bye.